Hey guys, today we got a project. We're going to turn this used cat litter tote into a worm box. Basically a worm bed, worm farm, whatever you want to call it. I did this about 6 months ago because my girlfriend, this is what we use for our cats. So we end up with a lot of these buckets laying around. And I'm like, hey, I can do something with those. So I made one and I put some worms in. I got the worms on eBay. And it turned out great. There's more worms in that than, I bought. So that's a good sign. This is a great sign. So, really simple, right? I'm going to split my other bed between two more beds. I'm going to double my amount of worm bed space, footage, and super simple. The one I have up there has a lid on it. So the one with the lid will be going on top of this one, and the one without a lid will be sliding to the bottom of this one. So that way they both have lids, and yeah, it's like we're just basically doubling what we have going on at the moment. So to start, you want to go ahead and open up some holes in these things for the worms to be able to pass back and forth between the different substrates. Typically my bottom layer is going to be more used worm castings, soil, and my top layer will be any kind of vegetable matter, stuff from the garden, kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, all that goes into the top. And as they work their way through that soil on the bottom layer, they work into this second layer here, and that's where they have all the biodegradable material that they can eat and live off of. And as they fill this up, eat down that top layer, I can split this one and then make two more. And then so on and so forth until I have thousands of worm boxes that I don't know what I'm going to do with, but I can use it in the garden. And I would like to get some fishing worms and start populating those as well, because we fish a lot. I would like to get more of that on video. Oh, there's chicken feathers. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on this. So, really simple. Actually, let me move my my pieces here out of the way. I'll show you what I'm actually doing here with these later. I am also a stone sculptor, but that's for another day. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother thing, a whole nother process. It's a different life. Now, we have the litter box tote. Really simple. Take this in, like so. Drill holes. That one's always the hardest. It's like the thickest part of the container. And you don't have to get too crazy with these. You just need a good screened layer, but you don't have to have every inch of this thing covered in holes. You just need enough that the worms can find them. Going in somewhat of a grid pattern, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Might throw a couple extra here and there just to, increase the chances of the worms actually finding a hole. And we'll throw one there and one there. We'll throw one for there for fun. One there. He says don't do a lot of holes yet. He did a bunch of holes. Just do a lot, but you want it to hold together. You don't want it to fall apart on you. Bam. So that should be fine. We've got a screen went through. There's a lot. So. Next step, check this out. I don't know if you can see or not, but it just started dumping out of the sky on me. We're gonna go ahead and come back on this on an older me, so to be continued. Okay, so we've got the one we just made, right? We have the current worm bed. See, I've got some, I have some shredded paper, some coffee grounds in there, a whole bunch of stuff, banana peels, apple cores, etc. We'll simply just take this top one off. Make sure we leave any worms behind that want to stay behind. Pop this open. We're just gonna dump this in that one, like so. A little easier said than done. It's gonna take a little There it goes. That worked. So there's still lots of worms in here. Check it out. Check it out. Lots of worms in there. Those are red wigglers. This is stuff that's already been eaten through. And this is going to be the new top of the one that I'm building. Yeah, so this one is going to be the new top to this one. So I'm just going to throw this in there, and I'm going to add more stuff to this one. This one right here is going to be the bottom of this one, which I still have to make the holes for on this one. And the last two. So it is aerated, and this will go directly on top of that after I dump it out. Directly on top of that. It might be a bit much in there, honestly. You know what? I'll move some of this over into this one so that way I have plenty of room for that one there, for that one, because it's sitting up kind of high. I don't like it. So there we are. That is 2 worm beds out of 1. Super simple, easy. Kind of level it off a little bit. This is going to be the new one. That top one is semi-new. When we just doubled our worm beds, doubled our worm castings, we doubled our fishing bait. Now here they are in their rightful home, positioned right next to the chicken coop, hanging out.